Hey guys, Greg Vinson here. You know, one of the things you can always count on with Bandit lures is great color selection. And here's the brand new 250 from Bandit. And let's talk a little bit about, how to choose a color for the particular situation that you're fishing. One of the first things that I do is I classify crankbaits into 3 different categories. That's your shad colors, the chartreuse colors, and then your crawfish colors. In this case, that's a little root beer. But one of the best starting points, especially like we talked about the early post spawn, is to start with these neutral shad patterns. This is a sparkle ghost, and it's just a real natural shad pattern. And when you're dealing with say a reservoir that's got a visibility of like 3 to 4 feet, this real neutral shad pattern is a real effective way to cover that kind of range and to target those fish that are keying on shad that have a little more visibility. If you get into a river situation, like for me personally, the Alabama River, it's got sort of a dirty color to it. And to a fish, in that dirty water, this chartreuse really highlights the blue back. And when that bait comes flying through and bangs into a piece of cover in dirty water, they think that's a shad, but the chartreuse lights it up a little bit and gives them just enough flash in that dirty water that they can really key on it. So one of my favorite colors is just the good old school chartreuse and blue in the dirty water. If you kind of want to combine the two, if you get into a situation, if you just want to have something to complement that natural shad pattern, but you want a little more color, this chartreuse flake is one of my personal favorites, and it's got a little metal flake, so it's a sort of a chartreuse base, but it's got a little metal flake to it. Just gives it a different look, still natural, but it's still a little bit of chartreuse to get their attention. And then if you get into the crawfish colors, and there's certain times of the year, especially real early post spawn when the fish are still feeding on a little bit of crawfish, but they might be moving out off the bank some, this 250 and this little root beer has been really good to me, especially at Bull Shoals Lake this past season. It caught one of my biggest fish and moved me way up in the standings at the end of the tournament. So this 2.5 to 3 inch body size, like I said, is great for keying on big fish. And just choose your color selection based on the conditions. Let the water clarity and the conditions tell you what you need to be using, and you'll make the right choice.